Our 2 cents.
With Oscar.
Welcome once again to our 2 cents. Anyways, welcome back again to our 2 cents. What a week we've had. Where did I go last week? You may be wondering if you've been listening to me every day. Well, I got lazy. No, I didn't get lazy. Last Friday, it was hot as shit. And it was like over 116 degrees where I drove to because I got a new addition to my family. We got a puppy. We got a German Shepherd. She's 3 months old and a lot of energy for a puppy. A lot of energy for a puppy. But I guess it's like regular kids, right? They got to release energy some way, somehow. Anyways, I'd like to thank all the people I've had conversations with on here. And I've been having so much fun every time I talk to any of those individuals I've been talking to. And yeah, it's things that I wouldn't expect to have done in the past because I didn't take initiative on doing something that was interesting, anything of that nature. And for me, in the past, it was just waiting for a better position at work to get ahead, I guess. But after, like I tried to explain last time when I was talking to Andrew, that I work warehouse, and that was when I was just expecting to get a better position and so I could get a better pay. And that's what was imprinted in my head, that the real world worked like that. Nobody ever taught me that there was other avenues to make money. But it's not to say that. See, the thing is, if you don't pick something to do, then I guess you're just gonna keep doing what your generation's been doing. That's just working and working and working. And maybe I'm the last one in my family to stop working a regular job. I hope, because it comes from generations that these people have been busting their asses all the time. And from what my understanding is, on my mom's side of the family, they're more like, what's the word I'm looking for? What are the farmers? Yes. But like, not the farmers that you would expect from this time and age. It was farmers that they did everything by hand. So they're from like the boonies over there in the mountains and like, I don't know where in El Salvador, that's where they're from. But, my grandpa passed away and I have a lot of memories with him when I used to make those. It was just walking that we used to go. And I look at my son and he's about the same age that I was. Maybe my 6-year-old, my 7-year-old maybe is that age that I have a vague memory of me walking with my grandpa and just sitting over there by a well while my grandpa went and did whatever they do with the crops that are already on. I don't even know the right terms. It's been so long. Anyways, but I have vague memories of those. I remember the fields, the riverbeds that I used to walk to, and there was no problem. Nobody would get mad because you would walk that way. And now I hear stories about those same places through my wife because her family's still out there. So I hear stories from them, from those areas, and I'm like, damn, things have really changed since I was there. But think about how long I was since the last time I was there. I'm talking about when I was about 7 years old. I'm old as shit now. Not old as shit, but old. Older than what I was back then. And I guess I'm just getting started. But what I'm seeing about life is that they do say it's that after your 30s is when you start figuring shit out. Because 28, 29, I'm putting myself at 28, 29 because that's when I felt like, all right, you're an adult now. So now take care of shit. Even though I was like 25 and with a kid, I didn't feel like an adult. I still felt like a teenager for some reason. And I guess it was because my frontal cordyceps wasn't fully formed, right? Maybe. Who knows? That might have been it. But for now, but it's just growth. It's just like experiences I've been through. And, you know, this is the one experience that I'm going to be quite honest with it. I'm ashamed of it. I'm really, really ashamed of, and I'm just glad nobody listened to me when I was trying to get him into the pyramid scheme of Forex. Because like I said, I believed it 100% to the core. I believed it. And I feel embarrassed, that I fell into that. But what I do not feel embarrassed about was that from that, I grabbed the initiative to start investing into crypto. Well, there's Dogecoin. Who calls it Dogecoin? It's not even Dogecoin. It's Doge coin. Anyways, so I started to get that initiative to start investing in that. And yesterday, no, not yesterday, Wednesday, Dogecoin went the fuck all the way down to 17 cents. And you know what? I was sad. But what I did was I grabbed $50. I had extra sitting there, and I threw them in the app. And I bought myself some more Dogecoin. So the dip was great. We were buying at the dip. And what I'm learning from all this, because I'm seeing patterns, same shit that I saw last year, I'm seeing them again this year. It's got to be like a pattern, right? Because during the summer is when a lot of the shit slows down. I mean, it takes off, right? But last year with the pandemic, during the summer, a lot of the fucking stocks started going up. And this year, maybe it's not pattern. See, now that I talk about it, when I think about it in my head, it makes a lot of sense. But when I say it out loud, it makes completely zero sense. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for our 2 cents. Anyways. But the big news of yesterday was, well, not yesterday, Wednesday night. Well, this is what I wanted to talk a little bit about. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to give explanations of why I jump from subject to subject. That's my brain. I don't know if it's offensive to say, but I have Joe Biden syndrome. That shit will probably get us in trouble because I forget what the fuck I'm talking about. And then I just think about something else and I keep talking about that's the other subject. Anyways, knowing that I have that syndrome, it's... So see, here's the thing. It was my understanding, I'm telling you, let me back it up a little bit so you're not confused on what I'm trying to say. So like I said, Wednesday's big news was McAfee was dead at night. They said it was apparent suicide. Wait a minute. Let me back up a little bit. They said it was apparent suicide. Anyways, they said it was apparent suicide. But apparently allegedly, I should say, that's the right word, right? Allegedly, he, in an email, he had previously said that if he appeared dead, he didn't kill himself. So what happened? Why is he dead? Because apparently he killed himself. So that's the news. That's what we all know. But here's the other thing that I'm seeing. Did he? Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. So let's go to DuckDuckGo. We don't want to use Google. Why? We all know that Google is very biased. So we're going to go to the next best thing. DuckDuckGo. I don't even know if I'm spelling it right, but just bear with me. See? What is this? See, if I type McAfee, I should be getting articles and articles about his death. But why am I only seeing software shit? I don't know. How about we put dead? Let's see. He was 75 years old. Let's find his Wikipedia. You know what? I know Wikipedia shouldn't be trustworthy, but sometimes it's right. But we're going to believe him today. So John McAfee Wikipedia. Dun, 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 dun. Heavily edited because his subject has recently died. In the media, early life, ventures, power, politics. McAfee was a libertarian advocate, advocating the decriminalization of cannabis and the end of war on drugs. And, well, I just kicked my light. That's not what I want to know. Well, anyways, we'll read that rest of that in a later scenario. But what is... Because somebody made the connection on TikTok, and I'm wondering if it's right or wrong. I love doing these things. I love thinking that it's right, but I hope it's not. But it's just sad that a lot of people are missing, and apparently, as far as my understanding goes, there was 3 people dead as far as I saw the news earlier today. But what I'm wondering is how have they made that connection between him and the building that has collapsed in you know what? Let's go back to DuckDuckGo. We'll find. I will find something out today. Let's see if we can make a breakthrough. I don't even know how to spell building. This is gonna. Miami-Dade police says 1 dead in partial collapse of condominium building. So part of the building fell. What did that building have to do with McAfee? Dozens missing, 1 dead. It's sad. It's sad. As far as I saw, it was 3 dead. But I don't know. I just thought that connection was pretty interesting. That they managed to make that connection. Because apparently he had said on an email or somewhere or sometime along the lines that he said that if he appeared dead, that some, what are those called? Dead man. I don't know the name. Anyways, but I just thought that was interesting. And I remembered that he passed away. May he rest in peace. If he died or was killed allegedly, I don't know. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that some way, somehow, somebody made that connection that it had to do with the reason that building collapsed was because the building had something to do with him about the truth that's going to come out that he knew. But I wonder if he was alive, why didn't he release it? Those are the questions that you ask, because he did release something, and obviously that's why he got kicked out of the country. Not kicked out, but they were trying to prosecute him, and I don't know what the hell the deal was. Anyways, so that's not why we're here. I started talking about that because I I had written it down on my little. Uh, uh, let's see. There we go. I had wrote it down because I kind of wanted to bring it up, just shed some light on the weird things that you come across online. But back to my story when I was younger, about 6, 7 years old. I have memories of how nice it was. But I wonder if how those memories, how accurate are your memories of when you were young? Because there's people out there. This is what we were talking about with Andrew. That I told him the kids lie, right? So maybe I'm making it up that it was beautiful because I remember it beautiful because I was just a kid and there was nothing to be worried about at the time. And maybe that was it. But I have a vague memory where everything was, green. Now that area of the world, it is tropical area. So I wonder how much of that memory is true. You know what I'd like to do though? I'd like to go back and see if I can find the things that I used to like doing back in those times. But again, things have changed so much that you don't even know what. Well, at least I wouldn't even know. I should say, why did I say you? You wouldn't even know. I'm here already talking in third person. But I wouldn't even know if it was the same areas. Or I probably see. I'm more of a wuss now though, because if I were to walk those places that I used to walk as a child, it's probably weird because and scary because now like I had this conversation with Mike. Now I've turned into a bitch as a father because everything scares the shit out of me. And I remember when I'm talking about when I before 25, when I wasn't so scared of everything. I still worried about shit, but it's just something to overcome. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that deals with this issue. And excuse me. Anyways, I deals with this issue. Um, See what I mean? I had a moment. I should call it a senior moment, because we don't want to get another. We don't want to get another what's it called? Strike against YouTube's guidelines. I guess that we were we were spreading misinformation last time I was talking about COVID and stuff that was coming up, and yeah, I guess I was spreading misinformation. That's what they said, and I try to make my case by telling them, hey, it's in my bio. It says we talk about stupid shit that we have no clue about. So for them to say that it's misinformation, I just think is very rude that you get to decide what misinformation is when the narrative keeps changing every day. But anyways, back to my childhood story. As a child, I didn't. You know what's weird? I think about what's gonna. This is what we're talking about. What happens after death? I was talking about Andrew too. But what I think about is, I miss those days so much that there's times that I sit there and wonder, will I ever feel those things again? Will I ever see those things again? See things the way I used to as a child? I just think I think you won't. But I guess I'm not explaining myself enough, or better, I should say. Because what I'm trying to say is, at the moment of death, what is it that you see? Or when they say you live your life in the last seconds right before you die, is that true? How can somebody know that though? Like, nobody knows. Nobody's ever. Well, I guess people have died and came back, but nobody said, "Oh, I saw me as a child," or "I saw this memory," or nobody's ever said that, have they? I wonder if they've had. It would be interesting, to to some way, somehow, I guess with the science today, I guess one day that's going to be true, though, right? It would be interesting to know, to do, what would be interesting, it would be if you can get to, like, say, right to the door, like, you get to death. You legally or technically you die, whatever the whatever word you want to use, legally or technically. I'm going to choose technically. Okay, so, well, technically, you're dead, but some way, somehow they're able to bring you back. But some way, somehow they are able to see what you saw. I wonder if that's possible. But you know what? It wouldn't surprise me. Because right before, when was it? 2016, 17? Was it when I was like all in? I wasn't all into, but I was watching Black Mirror. So a lot of this shit that in Black Mirror, it's shit that we're doing today. Like this social construct or whatever the hell you want to call it that we have of the point of the like system and all that. There's an episode about that's the currency of that's the currency on that world that they show you in Black Mirror, right? But I don't want to spoiler if you haven't watched it, but you should probably watch Black Mirror. That thing will open up your eyes to think, at least open up your mind to think about what the possibilities are if it went down that way. But the one that I wanted to bring up right now that I brought that up was about the dogs. I don't know if you've seen, they have, MIT is actually doing it. And they have these dogs that they're planning on using for police, I guess. I guess their heart's in the right place, right? Because they want to eliminate the possibility of a dog losing its life in the line of duty. And that's why this is my guess. I don't know if it's true or not, but I would bet 100% that I'm 100% right. Why? Because we're always right when you're giving your 2 cents. To me, it's right. So, I don't know. But there's a scene where the lady's trying to get away from them. But obviously, the protagonist in the movie, they're always the hero, right? They want... I guess that some way somebody sent them. So the dogs want to grab her and take her to her. And what I'm saying is, so no. This is not me saying. This is what actually happened in the movie. It's in the show. Is the dogs, I guess, got a mind of their own and they started trying to... Not trying, but like I said, a mind of their own. They went on their way. They went to attack people and destroy the human race. I don't remember the details on it. But like I said, you should watch that episode. And now, if you pay attention, if you've seen it online, I've seen it online. But this is true. I mean, I shouldn't say I know for a fact. But it's true that those things that could one day overcome us. I mean, who knows, right? It's a possibility. This is scary. It's scary though. I think we're all scared. But I just what I'm trying to guess is, I just don't think there's an agenda behind it. I just think it's part of innovation, and then innovation, people can make a lot of money, so they do what they can and they do the most they got. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. But it's scary to think that technology can probably overtake us one day. But am I really scared? I would say not, because I know I can be what I want to be. Anyways, so the thing about this was, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Honestly, I did. I should have written down. This is what I do every day. Every day, it's not that I'm lazy to write it down. It's just that I'm busy with my my regular job. I hate saying that. But I'm just busy with that. But I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I get busy and I don't want to, because I don't want to get stuck at the job so late that I can't come home and work on my craft. So, and I don't want to be too tired. So I just got to stop being a bitch and just do it, because I'm bitching too much about it. Anyways, we'll just do it. We'll just keep going on and on and on. So even if this, I've said it before, I'm just putting in my hours, but I'm trying to get better each time. And I beat myself up so much that every time I create content, I never like it and I just dispose of it. There's so many episodes that I have deleted that I'm like, no bueno. That now, none of the conversations that I've had, I've deleted because I enjoy this. That's why I posted the one on, what was it, Monday, I think it was? Yes, I think Monday was the one that I posted that it was only like a 30-minute and I lost connection with Joseph. He's from Nigeria, right? Yeah, I lost connection with him, and I was having a great conversation. It was just getting started, but it just went south. We'll see if we could try to get him back on, because I thought it would have been a great conversation with the gentleman. I just hope he liked me enough to accept to do it again. But we're working on other stuff too that it's coming up in the future, and I hope to get this better. And also the website. Listen, bear with me. I have a website that I'm working on. I'm also trying to work on a Discord group thing that I'm trying to get going, because I told Andrew I was going to take his idea and try to see if I can make that our 2 cents home and go with it, you know. Excuse me, dude. I got a gallo stuck right there. But that's it for today. And I just like to thank everybody that's been very supportive on the YouTube channel and everything else. And I'd like to thank all of you for I could be wrong. I mean, there's no way to, at least for me to know exactly, but there is this. I'm just worried that maybe it's the FBI or the man is listening to me from France. I don't know. Somebody from France has been listening nonstop, and I've tried to get him to contact us in the past, but it just doesn't happen. And but I like to thank that person from, is it Lily, France? I don't even know. I kind of Googled it. I Googled it on the map to because I wanted to know exactly where it was. And it's Clique de France. And yeah. And there's somebody from Russia that keeps coming back. You if you're from Russia and you're the one that keeps coming back, just stay, please stay. And the YouTube channel's already there, so if you would please sign up for it, subscribe. It costs you nothing. It means a lot to me. So we're trying to get this thing rolling to make it better, because we want to get more people to talk to. Because look at how boring this is. Look at how boring this is. Yeah, like that. So because we want to keep talking to people and to other content creators that have the same visions that I have, or maybe not maybe, but that have other visions that as long as they are in the path of like hustling and getting shit done and making shit happen. And maybe we can make this happen in the future. A little more of this and that, and it should be fun. It will be fun. And hopefully the setting changes to bigger and better things for the future. But like I said, the YouTube channel's right there. Help me out, please sign up. And that's it for today. See, I fucked up again. I'm telling you, this producer sucks. This producer got to get his shit together, and just got to get it together, producer. You got to get it together. But like I keep saying, this is our 2 cents. That was way too loud, right? But anyways, thank you very much for listening to our 2 cents. And shabadoo, is that what it says? Shabba shabba shabadoo. Deuces.